Why, hello there! Looking for Imperial Roman veterans for Hail Caesar? Well, you came to the right place. I say Hail Caesar because they are for Hail Caesar, but most of the orders we get for them are singular based, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which is a bit odd that so many of them are singular based, but anyway.
It looks really good, doesn't it? When you're like swarming like a big wall fight.
Yeah, well, we're doing singular based because we're playing Broken Legions. So the figures are based single base, and so we're not doing. Well, we've done Hail Caesar. We did a huge campaign with Hail Caesar. If you look down our videos, there's the Roman-Jewish War. We did a whole campaign for that.
Yep.
Which
where I lost every
you
single
pretty
battle.
much lost every single battle, which is astonishing.
Yep. I'd have a great battle plan. One.
Your dice, yeah.
One.
We had a few battles where I was sort of thinking, I am totally stuffed, and then you just failed utterly. It's some awful dice rolls.
And then you played my army,
and
you obliterated
I bet you,
me.
yeah. But that's because from my old days of gaming. I'm used to using armies with large amounts of silo, so large amounts of light infantry. And what you tend to do is you depend on your heavy troops, and you don't realise if your light infantry are rubbish, but they whittle away.
What I like to do is like distract everyone by getting one in the middle area to just take all attacks, and then all my light troops swarming behind you and then slaughter you.
Yeah, you use pig's head formation. So
that's how I won.
That's
how I won as the game we played the other day.
What? Which one?
The ones with the one with the 7 warriors or whatever.
Oh, no, 13th Warrior.
13th Warrior, yeah.
Yeah.
I did that exact thing.
You used pig's head, yes. So you pinned the troops in the middle, and then your rear troops came around the sides and destroyed us.
No, Mum really almost destroyed my battle plan.
Yeah.
She was too good for my liking.
Well, she had Bullfire, didn't she?
Yeah, she destroyed most of my army.
Yeah, if you've got Bullfire, you're always going to survive. But all my troops got massacred.
It's because you took them out the wall.
Yeah, I thought I could be clever.
So I ran you over.
Yeah. I was trying to be clever. Right, anyway, these are the transfers for the shields. You may notice they're really badly damaged. They're absolutely awesome. So instead of having to cut up the shields yourself, the shields are already cut up here.
They look really good.
Yeah, they look really good, and these transfers go straight over them. And unlike some companies I can mention, these you just wet them, take the transfer off, and stick it on the shield. You don't have to cut it out first.
Might try to cut that out.
Yeah, that would be impossible to cut that out. Although shields like these ones, they do actually, the centre is already cut out, so all you have to do is cut the oval out. But that's not from Warlord. That is from Warlord. That's different things from Warlord. These are the ones you get in the box. So these are the guys. Now you may notice there's a lot of damage going on. You have helmets that are split.
So you got a cloak?
Yeah. You got helmets that are split. You got all sorts of bad damage going on. That is a centurion with his cloak attached. Oops. Like that. See, that looks awesome. And he's got the pointy thing. Oh, and look, what's that?
Is it a pointy stick?
It's a pointy stick. Yes. I don't know if we put that video on first before this one, but that's the pointy stick that you get. Yeah, so these are really badly damaged, and one thing you notice is these plates. These metal plates go on the forearms of the soldiers, and also sometimes on the legs, and the reason for this is they were fighting the Dacians, and the Dacians used the falx. What's a falx?
Where you just have a shield wall, and then you just have a bunch of huge 12-foot spears sticking through the wall.
That's a phalanx.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
No, a phalx.
A
phalanx is a curved, bendy sword, and you put your sword over the top of
yeah,
the
like
shield.
the best way to describe it would be the guys in Game of Thrones.
Oh, they're Dothraki.
The Dothraki.
Kind of, yeah. So they can go over the top of a shield.
And they're very
hit
useful
the
as
guy
well
behind.
because if you slice someone, it curves off instead of getting stuck.
Yes, yeah. So same idea. So these guys, they were fighting the Dacians, and the Dacians were very good at fighting Romans. This is during Domitian's reign. Domitian died during the Dacian War, and Trajan took over, and he whipped the Dacians. And he did it by simply going to every single village in Dacia and burning it to the ground and killing every single person there. It's the German solution. It's the same thing that Germanicus did in Germany. If you have a problem and you're the Roman Empire, the problem no longer exists when you're finished. That way you can't have a problem with it again. Same happened to the Alans later on. So this is what the Romans were up against, and hence their shields are very badly damaged because they fight troops who know how to fight Romans. The Dacians were very closely related to Rome, but part of the rebellion, just like the Germans were, who massacred Varus. The Dacians were at the point of joining the Roman Empire, really. They were very Roman themselves. They were but they're independently. They'd built their own empire, they were expanding, they were becoming a power. The Romans wanted to make friends with them and accept them into the empire because the Dacians were god troops and they made metal and stuff. They had their own steel industry. But the Dacians didn't really want to play with the Romans, so they fought them, and they paid for it because they're extinct. They don't exist anymore. The Dacian allies, the Sarmatians, who were cavalrymen, they were like step cavalry type chaps, they surrendered. And Domitian, would it be Trajan at this point? Trajan didn't want to massacre them all, so he moved them all to Norfolk. The entire population put them in Norfolk because no one lived in Norfolk because Suetonius had killed all the humans that lived in Norfolk because they'd rebelled against him. As I said, the Romans have a way of dealing with a problem. If you rebel against Rome, the Romans exterminate you. You no longer exist. The Iceni tribe used to live here where we live now. They were exterminated.
Iceni tribe, are they the people that Boudica?
Boudica, yeah. Boudica was the queen of the Iceni and had joint kingship with Nero.
Do you believe the people that said that she poisoned herself in the battlefield, or do you believe the people that say she died in battle?
I think the chances are she died in battle. I don't think she was very Roman. Romans poisoned themselves. Boudica would have either fled to try and regroup and one of her generals killed her, or she died in battle. I don't think she would have run away. She wasn't the sort of girl to run away. No, especially when her daughter got killed at the beginning. She got killed with a peeler through the neck. She tried to charge the Roman shield wall with a chariot.
To be fair, it would work if you do what the Egyptians do. With these spikes on the edges of the
spiked
chariots.
side chariots. Yeah, that would work.
But what we want to do is like go on the sides of the shield wall, and then you just cut down on the legs.
Slice
of
the feet off,
and then charge them, and you're done.
Yeah, that happened to the Greeks, fighting whoever the Greeks were fighting their chariots. They had scythe chariots, terrifying things, and they weren't small spikes either, like on films. The spikes were like 6 feet long.
And actually, we know that she's going to run away because the Romans came through the woods as well. That's why she lost.
No, the Romans were pretty much in one place.
No, because the reason why she couldn't run away is because
they surrounded. Yes, they surrounded her. They did the pig's head. They let them engage, and then once they were engaged, the Romans came around each flank slowly, deploying around each flank, and surrounded them and killed them. And they couldn't escape. And there was a little gap at the back, and some of the warriors began to run away because they realised that they were going to get surrounded. And of course, at the back were all the women and children who stupidly had been brought with them. And of course, the Romans, a child is a soldier that hasn't grown up to carry a spear yet.
Especially after you just kill them all.
Especially after, yes. So the Romans had no time for surrendering. The soldiers tried to run away, and the baggage train stopped the warriors escaping because the baggage train was the one bit the Romans hadn't got, and they couldn't get over it. And so the Romans massacred them. And after that, England was in peace. Isn't it great? Sorry, we went off on one there. Figures, yes. Right, so we have Opito head and legionary head there. Opito head. Is that Opito? That's the wrong way. Opito's heads are forwards. So you've got two types of legionary heads, no Opito head.
Maybe in this book?
So look at this.
This one's a bit different.
Oh, I like that. Look, there's a standard bearer, you know, with the with a mask, a silver mask. I don't think the other box actually has a silver mask in, does it? You know, the other Legionary box?
I don't know if this even has a standard bearer, but it does that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, they have the standard. But, they're Celtic. Look, they've got that's a Celtic banner. So, yeah, they have that's the death mask of the Emperor there, which standard bearers wore over their face. It was made of polished silver, a bit like cavalry hats. But
made it look as if the Emperor was there with you.
Yes, because he's a standard bearer and he's the Emperor basically there. Avatar of the Emperor. Avatar, spelled with the A-E put together.
It just really annoys when you have a standard bearer, because the standard bearer can't do anything. You're just giving up one man.
It's for morale. It's a rallying point. And the Romans were so superstitious they genuinely believed it was the Emperor looking at them. They actually thought the Emperor could see them.
Is that why they worshipped so many gods?
Yes, genuinely. The Romans actually did think it was the Emperor looking at them. And if you think the Emperor is watching you the whole time,
you can do your best.
You're going to do what the Emperor. You're not going to fail in front of the Emperor. You want the Emperor to love you and think you're amazing and give you a pay rise, which actually happened every single time a legion won a battle. They got a pay rise.
What? Is that easy?
Yeah, that's actually what happened, yeah.
You could just send yourself to like a really easy person to fight, like, I don't know, Boudica, and they were fine!
I wouldn't say Boudica was easy to fight.
Well, she was. If you weren't in a forest.
Yes. Yeah. If you weren't marching on a road in a forest, yeah. But, they genuinely believed it was the Emperor looking at them. Or the Emperor's hand is watching over them, guarding them. And all that sort of stuff. So yeah, they really were superstitious people. They didn't build temples for a laugh. Although they did build fake temples. Roman temples, unlike Greek temples, you go inside a Greek temple, there's a statue there and maybe a fountain inside, and you do your whatever, sacrifice a goat or whatever you do in your Greek. The Romans, their temples were used as warehouses.
You know, one thing that really hasn't changed throughout time?
Yeah.
There's their gear for fighting.
Yeah.
And then at home, they wear a towel.
Yeah.
In China, their warrior armour, full on scales pretty much.
Yeah.
Also,
scale armour, yeah.
Wear a dress.
Yes.
And nowadays, you wear normal clothing, like suits and stuff.
Yeah.
And after that, you wear from what we watched on our fashion show, see-through waterproof clothing.
You know, I don't think we actually do wear that stuff. That's just what idiots who do fashion shows.
They're millionaires.
I know.
Someone buys them.
Yeah, we stupidly watched the Fashion Week, which the other day, and we couldn't believe that this stuff existed in real life. It was like a comedy show. No one would buy anything. I think there was a jacket one of the guys was wearing, which was covered in pockets, so that would actually be really useful.
Oh yeah, no, there's
this
dude who was incredibly baggy, but every single centimetre was a different pocket somewhere.
Yeah, really useful.
Wearing the khakis.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I got trousers with cargo pockets all over them, and I use all of them. So that's useful. That's actually useful.
There's a million of them. It's on the arms, it's on the chest, the back. Even the back has some. How did you get there?
You get your mate to do it, didn't you? Your mate keeps his spare stuff in there.
Is it so you can't get mugged?
Yeah.
The mug, where could it
Which
be?
pocket shall I go? Like, give me your wallet. Like, hang on a minute. Where did I put it? Hang on, this one, this one.
One day, shoes are gonna have pockets. That's what's going to happen.
That's an idea.
Pocket shoes.
That's an idea. So, anyway, sorry, where were we? Yeah, anyway, look, this is the same figures basically as the other ones, it's just they're all damaged. You've got a head that's all smashed open and the guy's wearing a bandage and it looks good and stuff. We really need to show these off when they're painted, don't we?
Yeah.
Because you don't, on the sprue, you can't quite tell. So, we will do another video when these are painted up, to give you an idea what they look like. Base them to health. No, but we're going to base these to health. No, right. So we're going to be basing these to Broken Legions. But all the same, yeah. Anyway, if you want any, nip by to our eBay shop, and we've also got a website. So if you want anything like this, you want us to do anything for you, just pop along there, and we'll be there. Just scroll down a bit, and it'll be the link will be in the video. But yeah, we can't really show them off properly. So there you go. That's it.
Alright, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think of the Imperial Roman veterans. That's everything from me.
And everything from him. Goodbye.
See ya.